I want to do a quick review on this Bauer Jigsaw I got from Harbor Freight. This is a 6.5 amp Bauer Jigsaw. Now this is the corded version. There is a cordless version as well, but this one's a little bit heavier, pretty heavy duty. This is the guide here. You can put this in the front if you're going to be doing straight lines with this primarily, but I have some other tools I use for that. This is the dust collection port. You can pop that in or out, and on the side, that little black button in the middle, not this one, but the one to the right, you can turn that on and off. Now this switch here I'm turning is, it's like for straight lines or curves. If you turn it all the way to the right, it's gonna be more curved lines, and all the way to the left is gonna be straight lines. So you can kind of go in the middle, which I'm actually gonna do for this after I cut that straight line on this project. I'm actually putting in like a little cat door. So this area at the bottom where the foot is, you can actually pop that down, and you can adjust this if you're cutting, lines at 45 degrees or however you really want to. I actually adjusted this back, and I had to readjust it because it wasn't fully straight on the foot. So another nice option with this, and there's the dust collection port you can see in the back. This also has a laser in the front, right in the front here with a little button. This right here is the speed setting. It goes from 1 to 6. So 6 being the highest speed and 1 being the lowest speed. I'm going to start somewhere in the middle for this project. And this right here is the blade. Now there is a little trick with the blade as far as getting the blade in, and I will show you how to do that. Now at Harbor Freight, I just picked up this 30-piece set of these little blades. I picked out one for wood. Now this is how you're going to put this in. You can see the blades, or the serrated edges are up. You want to pull back the guard. And then you're going to want to take this switch and just kind of watch how I do it. You may need to replay this part back. See, it sits on this little wheel, and this little switch, it's like a little switch you can pull up. You're going to want to pull up while you push this in. Now it's going to push in. You'll hear it go like click in one time, but it's not in all the way yet. And this is what it looks like. It's sitting on that little wheel, and it goes in. You don't need a special tool to put this in. So this just pushes in, and you actually don't have it in yet, because see, I went ahead and pushed it in. You think it's in, and when you pull back on it, it comes right out. And that's not going to be good if you're cutting. So what you're going to want to do, I already pushed it in once. You're going to have to click it in a second time, and how you do that is you press up on that little dial with my left hand, and then you're going to push in. You're going to push down and back with the blade one more time, and you're going to hear another click. And you're going to know it's all the way in, because when you try to pull it out, it's not going to come out like it did that first time. So this is what it looks like. Obviously, the serrated edges are up, and then when you pull it back, it's not coming out. Then you're going to want to close that clear guard in the front. So now we're all set. Make sure you go ahead and plug it on in, and you can go ahead and press the trigger. And we have it on about 4 as far as the speed, kind of somewhere in the middle. This is an interior door, so we don't need it at full speed. Now, we have the little area taped on this, so this is what the door should look like. And we're going to go ahead and just line this up, and I've started cutting. Now, it's helpful to apply some downward pressure when you're doing this. It does have a laser level, not a laser level, but a laser on the front, which can actually help you with straight lines. I should have turned that on with this, but I'll show you after I cut this out how to turn that on and everything. So it did pretty good. I was pretty happy at how this was cutting, and I didn't mess with the dust collector because it was not a huge project here, but this is going pretty well. Now at this point, you can see I'm going to start curving it. So what I did is I just stopped, I let go of the trigger, and I did switch that bevel on the side, or that little switch, to a curve. So let's see, I went ahead and just turned this. You never want to turn it when the blade is moving, it says. So I turned it a notch or two, kind of in the middle, because it's not a full circle, but enough to, I think it does something to the blade with how it oscillates. So we went ahead and started turning once the blade was stopped. Made a little bit of a jank at first, but we went ahead and kind of turned it, and this was helpful. I was able to kind of see where the blade was hitting this curved area, and it actually handled it pretty well. I was pretty happy with how this started, and apologies for kind of the blurring. The camera's catching me instead of the tool in this, but And right here, I actually did overshoot this where I'm supposed to come down straight, but I'll show you that at the end, and that's my fault. Not necessarily the tools, it just had been a while since I was using a jigsaw here. And you can actually see that on the left-hand side. I'll move the camera a little bit so you can see it better. You can see it looks like a piece of toast on the left side with it kind of coming over. I just overshot it a little bit, but it should still be fine for the project I'm doing. The cat door will hide that. So pretty nice tool overall. I would recommend it. Definitely more of a budget-friendly tool, but it's able to get the job done, especially if you're doing just work around the house. Now, Harbor Freight does have a cordless version, but I think this one's a little bit more heavy duty. This is the laser. The button for this is on the very front, and this would have definitely helped me if I had a long straight line or kind of lines that were more straight and then it changed directions every once in a while. But this would have definitely helped me. And this button is right here in the front. You can see where I turned it off. Now guys, I hope this video helped, and if it did, go ahead and leave a like. Thanks so much.